All right, here we are at Mount Elbert Trailhead. It's January 15th, and I had to hike in about 3.9 miles up this road here to get to the trailhead. Didn't put snowshoes on until just now. I was able to walk in with micro spikes. But now you can see I'll probably need snowshoes going in there and up. But we'll see how it goes. Well, what I think I'll do is I don't want to blaze the trail the whole way up the mountain. I think I'll just follow this a quarter mile in, see what that looks like, see if the trail gets any better. If I can take off these snowshoes up there, I might go farther up. But right now, looks like I'm probably not going to be able to summit today. It's about 9:15 in the morning. And it took me 2 hours to hike in the up to the trailhead from the parking spot. So just do what I can, see where I end up. think this is where the trail meets. Check my phone. Get my phone out here. Come on. Yep, this is where the trail meets. So, we were on a different one by accident. That was the Colorado Trail. Yeah, Colorado Trail segment 10. And now, back on Mount Elbert Trail. And unfortunately, not very far in, and it's already 10:15. But again, we'll see what we can do, right? See how far we can make it. So, continuing on. Well, people have definitely gone up this trail in the past couple days. The North Elbert, that one is over here. So I'm feeling confident about being on the right path. And it's about 10:20 a.m. I know the road takes me 2 hours to get back, and probably taking this trail will maybe take maybe 2/3 the time it took to get up. So I just got to plan my time accordingly to make sure I can get back to my car pretty close to or before sunset, which this time of year is about 5 o'clock. Sunrise is about 7 o'clock. So just keeping track of my watch and seeing how far I can get with enough time to get back right around sunset. Moving on. Well, we got a slight problem here. Whoever was walking before me didn't go any further from here. It shows on the map that the trail connects up here, so they might have cut off right there and gone up. I'm going to try going this way and connecting back up with the trail and see what happens. But if nobody's gone further up than that, I doubt I will go much further either. So, again, doing as much as I can, seeing how far I get. Well, not looking too good. Haven't quite met up at the intersection yet. And yet, as I push through the snow in the ground, there's a hard layer and then a soft layer underneath. So if this gets much steeper, then we're looking at potential avalanche conditions. So again, I'm just going to go up there a little ways, see if I find an intersection with somebody else's trail. And if not, that'll probably be it, because I don't need to force a bad situation with this snow. So let's see how much further we get. Hey, so I'm on the side of Mount Elbert. I'm about 1.4 miles up the trail to the summit of Mount Elbert, and I'm in snowshoes, and there's nobody else that has broken trail. The trail goes on up that way. and it's quite an effort breaking trail in snowshoes or regular shoes. You know, I definitely don't like post holing either. So it's about 11:15. It'll take me at least 3 or 4 hours to get back to the car, because the closest I could park to the actual trailhead was 4 miles down the road. So I had to hike 4 miles in on the road, and now 1.4 miles up the trail. The trail itself to the top is 4.4, 4.5 total, and tree line's another like 1.3 miles up that way. And of course, I would have to break trail, which would not be fun. So I've decided to turn around here. I wouldn't call this hike a failure, because what hike is really a failure, right? You're out in the wilderness having fun, enjoying some solitude, enjoying nature. Occasionally you see another person. Today I haven't seen a single person, so it's been nice and quiet except for the crunch of my hiking boots, my snowshoes, and so on. And and off in the background I got these other 14ers and 13ers across the way. I don't know if you guys can tell, but through the trees over there, you got Sheridan, which is a 13er. You got Sherman, which is a 14er. Then you go on down the line, Mount Dyer, and so on, up towards the other side of Breckenridge and Leadville. Leadville's up that way as well. So gorgeous day. There are clouds, but nothing menacing. There's only been one slight gust of wind, a breeze really, that came through. Otherwise, it's almost been perfectly still. I haven't seen any animals. I've seen a ton of footprints though. Moose, deer, possibly lynx, and definitely seen and heard some birds. I think a snow thrustrel might have been one of them. So the snow, as I mentioned earlier in the video, the snow has kind of a compact, about 6 or 7 inch deep section, and then punches through another 6 to 7 inches, which means that there's a hard slab on top of potential rollers. So another reason that I don't want to go up further into steeper terrain is avalanche danger. If I can punch through the snow like that really easily, there's a good chance that I could break off a chunk, break off a slab, and if the terrain gets too steep. So not worth it. But again, not a fail either. Beautiful day, beautiful hike, and just having a good time.